It's very good. We're in View, I think. Looking like it's going to be a bit windy today, but we'll mosey on the best we can. Oh my goodness, it's going to be a windy day, alright. Fantastic, just what I need. Hard to be without a bit of wind to be fighting with you. Hey Ophelia, how are you? It's going to be a windy day here, so I'll see how I get on with my signage. If not, I'm sure my beautiful face will be enough to bother these guys over here. Oh, crossroads are breaking the traffic. Hey Cathy, how are you? I'm going to visit my least favourite place in the world. Mind you, I suspect I'm probably their least favourite person. I'd say they're not looking forward to seeing me popping myself out here today. Sky's a bit grey there. We are due to get a bit of light rain, but that won't bother me as long as it's not too windy. It's fairly windy there, alright. I will pick this as our spot. Hey Kia, how are you? Let's just turn that around there a bit. Let's see. So far we don't have too many. 1, 2, 3, 4, about 6, 7 cars in the back and the 2 minivans. And the front we have a van taxi. Interesting. So someone hired a van taxi for themselves. Oops, apologies. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'll call about 10 cars in the front car park. So quite enough for now, but they do have an event on. They do have an event on today from 4 to 9. I think it's on for 5 hours. Some sort of a collective mix of Indian artists, all under the umbrella of some guy called Kevin Karachi. So mostly an infusion of soul, hip hop, reggae, you name it, they seem to have it. So I'm just going to set up here for a bit. I'll just pop you guys on the ground. Oops. Nice, we get some sort of review there. Buckles of water. Roger. What do we need? Sandbag. Bear with me while I quickly set up there. Music. We need some JoJo music. There we go. Music there. JoJo music. Do, do, do. Are we connected? We are. So, oops. We have some JoJo music. And we have some zombies. Oopsie daisy. Oh my goodness. Oops. My signs are already blown over. Jesus. Oops. But I'm breaking free. I'm making moves. I've been stuck in this place too long. Now it's time to find where I belong. I'm in a hurry, and I don't know why. I won't be here to comply. I'm in a hurry, gotta take my life back. No more searchlights. I'm off the track. You want my money and my soul too. But I'm breaking free. I'm making moves. I've been stuck in this place too long. Now it's time to find where I belong. I'm in a hurry, and I don't know why. I won't be right. I'm in a hurry, gotta take my gentleman there. Wonder they involved with the Kevin Crashy bands I'll be over later. So I'm already beeping off, so I'll show you my little. I'm off the track. For now anyway, the wind isn't too bad. So we have our cult Scientology, where and why we protest at fsciento.space, help them to end their abuses. And then we have this one, where I've just listed some of the more common guises of Scientology, which we have the Dianetics, the horrific Narconon, the Criminon, the Way to Happiness bullshit, Drugs Free World, Truth About Drugs, Volunteer Ministers, which I do know we do have here, and I'm not sure about these other ones. We have United for Human Rights, Youth for Human Rights, Citizens Commission for Human Rights, and Fight for Kids, and they all seem to be based on this notion that all drugs are bad, which is absolutely horrific to be telling people. And then we have this one, or Touch Assist is not a scientific for pain relief, consult medical professionals, stop the abuse. And we have Miel Reliable handheld sign, where we have Scientology is a cult, elder abuse, child abuse and money scam. That's the one to show past members of the public. And then the one to show the org themselves, which I suspect they're a fan of, is stop forcing disconnections. Child auditing is abuse. No more kids in Scientology. Time are we at? We're 2:45. There's already sign of some Indians popping in there to set up for later. Hey Amy, how are you? Yeah, I'm not sure if he's popping out today. I did let him know last week. But I do have his number if I do need him, so I'll be good. Anyways, I prefer to let these guys know that their scare tactics did not work one iota. So nice try, motherfuckers. It's hard to know how many tickets are sold for this event. Because on Eventbrite they had the normal crack of tickets selling fast, only a few left, you know yourself. That could mean they've either sold 5 tickets or they've sold 1,000 tickets, who knows. So we'll find out later based on the number of cars that we see popping into this place. As it'd be highly unlikely anyone will be popping in on foot or by bicycle out here practically in the middle of nowhere, you could say. We're just in a residential area pretty much. Let me know if that music is on too loud. I'm just going to keep a wee eye on me signs that they don't fly away on me. Oh, fuck. I most definitely don't want them flying over the wall into their premises, because then I'd be in a right pickle. Because I certainly wouldn't have the nerve to retrieve them myself. Nor would I want these guys to say that I was trying to vandalise their property with my signs. I can't be intimidated, exactly. Pick up my signs again. Definitely gonna have to look into the idea of doing a sandwich board for myself. To have me be able to wear my signs. This wind is only going to get worse as the weeks go on. We'll do the best we can anyway. For now the wind isn't too strong. Do you know what? I might put on my gloves. That's what I'll do, I'll put on my gloves. What did I do with my gloves? Just going to pop you down for 1 minute while I put on my gloves. Just $1 billion with a contract signed in pseudo-Latin. They say we're saving lives while your mind dives and dives till your wallet's gone. It's worse than La Cosa Nostra. I have my gloves on me. Now see, can I get me? Hey Brian, how are you? As you can see there, the sky is looking pretty grey. What is this gimbal doing on me? Let me see, can I get it back under control? I apologise. One of these days I'll learn how to operate this gimbal properly. Like, why is it doing that on me? When I think, hang on. Let me try. Come on. Move up, lads. Oh no. Oh my goodness. Why is it doing that on me? I know they're not got it properly. Now let me see. Is it gone?
Sorry, am I disturbing you?
Oh no, you're not. No, not at all.
No, I've seen you here before. I see you're.
Oh yeah, no, more than happy to talk.
You're not a fan of our nice neighbours.
Well, not sure I called them nice. They called they called the cops on me last week.
Yeah.
And I come over here. I deliberately stand here. I could be standing over there as they're coming in and out, but I deliberately don't leave them be. Because they're brainwashed, and I do feel for them. But they tried to say I was harassing them, and I was like, how could I possibly be harassing them when I'm standing here? Yeah.
Were they sympathetic to you?
Not sure if they were. I'm not sure if they were. I'm not sure if they were sympathetic or not. But they definitely.
They have a tendency to side with whoever's got the money and the. Against the.
The individual is always at a disadvantage.
Yeah.
Because these guys have a massive war chest.
Yeah.
So they have the money to bring it to court or whatever or not to make things up.
Yeah, I wanted to talk to you because I have no personal experience. I live in the estate up the road. I've seen you here a couple of times. But I had to
I still haven't gotten the handle of this gimbal thing.
I got handle of them, I couldn't.
And I only use it because my hand is so flipping shaky.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And at least this does stabilise
I'm
her.
a photographer. I have one of those,
Yeah.
and I could never make the bloody thing work.
Like I watch YouTube videos and then I say, grand, I have it, and then I go to use it and I'm there.
It looks
Oh
simple.
fuck.
You see fellas, oh, I'm shooting a movie on my
Yeah.
iPhone. Yeah. Right.
I think it's an interesting.
No,
But it's because I've listened to, the last few years, I've listened to a lot of stories of survivors of this cult, particularly people who grew up as children in it.
But you have,
And
like,
you
don't have personal experience.
I don't have personal experience,
Right.
but I've listened to
Probably
stories.
better off. Yeah.
I listened to stories from Germany, UK, France, Copenhagen,
Yeah.
Australia, the States.
Yeah.
The stories are all uniquely different, but at the same time as well as regards to the abusive practices that goes on.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm here, because it just had that much.
It
had that much of an impact on me, and because these guys, they're not going to where they are. They're not going to get people wandering out of curiosity.
No.
But they do this sneaky. The way they offer their.
This is a giant cult washing operation.
They offer their premises cheap to local bands,
Yes,
and that's how it's a number to get. They get you in.
I'm with you.
You give them your name and address. You're on the mailing list, and you'll be plagued.
One of our problems, which is minor compared to what they do here, but there's a constant traffic problem because they have so many events here, particularly the Irish dancing crowd, who are no angels themselves. There's been scandals.
Yeah.
But it's not that, it's soccer. It's half price or cheap.
Oh yeah, but that's a numbers game. I'm convinced they're operating that at a loss, so they get people in and then they say, oh, here's a free book, here's a free course, and they kind of get you on the hook.
Yeah.
Because they always dangle this carrot too. They'll sell it to you that you're only utilising a fraction of your potential.
Oh yeah, yeah.
In a few years,
Garbage.
You'll be earning 10 times more, so you'll make back tenfold what you're paying over.
I had to cover the opening of this place for one of the newspapers. I used to be a photographer, so I was. Muscovite was here that day. The big boss. He got in somehow. But I want to say to you, there's a guy called Tony Ortega. I don't know if you know him.
Oh yeah, I'm aware of him, all right. I read his blog. He has a daily blog thing.
I noticed it because I follow his footsteps, and I've sent him.
I just put that down.
I'm going to send him a picture. My dog here likes to do his business right outside the sign.
Oh, nice one.
Actually.
Nice one, yeah.
But no, I just want to say hello.
Yeah. Oh, thanks very much. Can I give you my YouTube channel?
Sure, yeah.
If you give us a follow, because it all helps then feed into the YouTube algorithm.
Yeah.
Because would you believe there's young people now, that's my channel there, is Irish_Mark. Would you believe that there's young people now that they don't know this place is a cult? Or they know it's a cult but they don't see the harm.
Yeah.
Because we're at a situation now where young people aren't really into traditional religion.
No.
You know, things have shifted, so they're looking for something.
Yeah.
And these guys claim, they say, oh, it's called Scientology. Oh, that's science and technology, I'm interested in that. And there's a spiritual aspect, I'll give that a lash. Do you know what I mean? So that's why I decided a few months ago I've been coming out here every week.
Yeah, no,
just to spread the words. Because if nothing else, I have the high vis as well, so people notice. And also, I'm not likely to do anything fucking crazy, otherwise I'd come in disguise kind of thing.
Yeah.
But it's just to plant the seeds that, or maybe I'll do a Google on Scientology and see why would that nice lady be protesting. Do you know what I mean?
I actually emailed him and asked him, did he know anything about this operation?
Yeah.
And he said, he sent me back a couple of stories. One guy who was in the Scientologists came up, unbrainwashed himself somehow. I mean, I don't know, most people can't do it, but he looked online, people told him, you're being brainwashed.
Yeah.
He looked and he figured it out for himself, and then he came here, and this is 2010 or something.
Yeah.
No, actually, but he went to town, this place wasn't built.
Yeah.
It was being built at the time, or it just opened. But he said, they tell you your life is shit to people, all your family are.
And that's what they do with the free personality test.
You,
Nobody ever passes it. They'll say, oh, you've this and this wrong.
Yeah.
You're paid to do the course, and they'll say, oh, you must have trauma from a previous life.
Yeah.
Oh, we got these bunch of courses, we'll sort you out. All sorts of nonsense.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know a fraction of what has gone on or the history, but I was just reading there that like Hubbard was a fucking a paedophile.
I wasn't.
There's some videos of him with children or something, and apparently he died with like hundreds of millions of dollars in cash. That's how rich he was.
Yeah, because he was on the lam, he was on the run because the French and a bunch of other governments were looking for him.
He realised that if you're a religion, you don't get taxed. And that's how that's why
Exactly,
he started essentially.
well, he had to
And
make
then he
it.
used the science fiction.
He ended up
raise
having
his back.
he ended up having to make it religion because he started off with the book Dianetics.
Yes.
He lost the rights to that, so that's where he set up Scientology, which is the same thing as Dianetics.
Yeah.
Just
And
on
they're
different
bloody-
mapping.
And
then he got back to rights to Dianetics, but then because like people aren't stupid, they never were. The governments of the world, they were cottoning on, and then all the abuses that was going on because people were saying what the fuck, they were going to the cops and complaining and whatnot. That's when they came up with the religion, because then you'd be protected on the religious status, so they got away with it. And what annoys me is even in the 60s, the UK government, the Australian government, and a bunch of other governments did a review on these guys, and they deemed them to be harmful to, and yet they still allowed them to operate in plain sight.
Yeah.
And even when these guys opened here, what the fuck did we allow them to open for? We say they're not a religion, we recognise them as a cult, and then we allowed them to open here because there had been some sort of church here before, and I'm there. How does that make sense?
There was a crackpot church here before, which is a Christian fellowship. It's called.
Yeah, based on an offshoot of the Philippines.
Philippines, yes.
Yeah.
He was a charlatan. You know?
Oh, I know, because I was looking into it and I thought that sounds a bit culty to me.
So they probably sued them to. Probably sued Dublin County Council had this place taken over because it's just sitting there useless. So it was built with borrowed money or lent money, you know, public money. But it's, the things like their drug fucking programs really piss me off because that's.
And that's why I came up with.
Interfering stuff that they have no fucking.
And that's why I've just come up with this line, just to warn people about, because they do different branches of it. They'll do, like say, a drug-free world, about drugs. Yeah. They even have these things: United for Human Rights, Youth for Human Rights, and then the Citizens Commission, and they've even been speaking at fucking EU level and things and stuff. Yeah. And like with the kids one, they're trying to say that
my son wants
ADHD and all them sort of meds, that's the big pharma trying to brainwash your kids. And you're there, this day and age, you don't get prescribed drugs willy-nilly. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? So it's dangerous.
The only thing I know about this crowd is that I know who their public services person is. Yeah. Diane Stahl, do you know her?
I don't know her.
We had so many parking problems with car overflow.
Yeah.
They pack out that car park. It's a minor thing, but it's a pain for us. But they're so nice. Said no, we will put a sign up. We put a man on your estate. Yeah. They don't want to upset everybody. They're shoving the snow. You know, they had they got the asylum seekers down from Crooksling to fucking pick up litter, and they told them they'd help with their asylum applications.
Yeah,
and it was a fucking lie.
And with that, I don't know. Do they have one of their own is already a member that helped to sell it to them?
Could be, could be.
Because if you're an immigrant, you're going to believe one of your own over, say, an Irish person trying to tell you this place is a cult. And then you're desperate. You're desperate enough that you say, I think they're conning me, but I'm so desperate. Yeah. So
They probably go, well, what have I got to lose? I'm sitting up there scratching me backside, you know. Might as well do something, and maybe they will help me. Anyway, listen, I want to say, what's your name?
Irish Mark is what I go by on
Irish
YouTube.
Mark. Yeah. My name's Dave.
So. Oh yeah, everybody I met in this community call me Irish. Even those I become close friends with.
Yeah.
It's easier than you accidentally dox yourself. Because I don't want to make it any easier for these guys to harass me.
True, yeah.
If they found out where I live and work, they'd be doing all sorts. They'd be really boss trying, you know.
That, it's the lengths they'll go to. They've got a squad in the States that goes through bins. And they have an operation so that it doesn't get noticed. They don't just knock all your bins over and it's serious. They check out what type of bin bag you use. Yeah, because you never know.
They have plenty of money for that.
They go through all your shit to find something.
Because even though the local guys mightn't have much money, all funnels off today with Miscavige. He has all these different war tests. Plus, what he must have billions salted away somewhere because he's going to need to go on the lam eventually.
They've got the likes of Travolta and Cruz and all that, you know.
I'm not sure if Travolta is still. I'm hoping he's out, but just under the radar, so he doesn't get any flack from them.
Yeah.
Because he must know. Well, it's hard for him to face when he does realise he's going to have to come to terms with his wife and his son he lost because of Scientology. Because he didn't get proper medical help for his son.
Yes.
Because of their beliefs on drugs, everything else. His wife died of stage 4 cancer before she knew she had it. And that's down to these guys. They don't really believe in doctors. They'll do things like they call the touch assist and the nerve assist. And that'll heal all known elements, which it doesn't.
Anyway, I better go. It's good to meet you.
Oh yeah, thanks for talking to us. Oh yeah, thanks very much. Just picking back up my signs there. It was a bit blowy there earlier. Get your little mosey on. Yeah, so just talking to a nice man there with a lovely doggy. Where he's telling me he's noticed me here before, previous weeks, and he just wanted a little chat there. That was good. We have people have joined. We have KT, and we have Haggis. We have Amy. Can't remember, did I say hello to Amy earlier? I think I seen Brian, and we have Brian there as well. Apologies if I missed anyone. Oh, we have Pinky and the Brain. Hey, Pinky and the Brain. And I think, oh, we have Jojo as well. I don't think I said hello to Joe. Thank you all for joining me today. We're here outside the close to Scientology, outside their Dublin brainwashing org. What time are we? We're 3 o'clock. 4 o'clock is when their Indian band type of hybrid music is supposed to be starting. So we'll see how many turns up for that. There is some signs of there being some Indian gentlemen inside, which presumably they're getting ready for it. Not sure how many tickets they sold, and Brentford was trying to say that they were to hurry up and buy your tickets, that they just had the last few remaining. But I think that's just a clever marketing ploy. But the tickets were very cheap, well, probably not surprisingly. But the tickets were something like €7.35 for a kid, and then €15 for an adult, which strikes me as being fuck all. So that wouldn't pay for the overheads of renting out the hall inside and here. So we'll see how many do turn up. Are you going? You taking a break from your studies, Brian, and maybe a short nap? Very good. Oh, I know I am, yeah. Just need to keep a close eye on me signs here. It's a little bit blowy today, so just to make sure my signs don't blow away. And then we have my old trusty one. Scientology is a cult. Elder abuse, child abuse, money scam. Every single abuse going these guys are guilty of. And stop forcing disconnections. Child auditing is most definitely abuse. And please, no more kids in Scientology. You can see another bunch of Indians going in there. Oh, I might put back on JoJo tunes. Yeah, I just have to remember to switch off the music when I'm talking to folks. So many things to remember, lads. No joke. There we go. Put back on the music. Tell you what though, it's good to get to have the local support. I've proven what I'm doing. So when you think about it, I have a whole community behind me. These guys have a few members behind them, and that's it. So I think we outnumber these guys by 1,000,000,000, I reckon. That's my maths, and I'm sticking with it. Because what do these guys have? If they're lucky, there may be 20,000 members, and that's worldwide. They might think they're growing here by conning people into entering them doors, but someone attending a music event does not really count as a Scientologist. So they can manipulate their stats any which way they like. All night I feel, sleep well. Oh, this cabbage, a psychopath in a suit, I love it. Oh man, I really would love if I was a hacker. Could you imagine if I could pipe in JoJo's songs into the event this evening and switch off the Indian music? That would be class. That would be worth even doing time for it. But unfortunately I don't have any hacking skills. Yeah, wouldn't it just, Joe? Surely it would be great. But sure, we'll manage it up with that. But above all else, we'll keep on this side of the law. So these guys haven't even a little grain to be tugging at. The only way they have to catch Irish is to out and out lie. Irish will not give them even one grain of salt to try and fit her up. It's looking a bit, sky is a bit grey, but I don't mind a bit of rain. It's the wind that worries me more so than a few drops of rain. But for now it's not too windy, so that is good. It's been years since I've had a good nap, Brian. I've noticed in the last 5 or so years I'm not able to nap in the afternoon anymore. I used to enjoy a good nap, particularly of a Sunday afternoon. After I had my Sunday roast, I enjoyed having a snooze for half an hour or so. But no, I don't know, is it an age thing or what? I can only sleep at night now. But mind you, what I have found with doing my evening walks, I found I rarely get insomnia these days, which is good. I used to suffer a lot from insomnia, but now it's very rare that I do, which is good. So I do tend to get a decent night's sleep. I love it, Joe. You know, I can see why these guys would be envious. I'm here listening to music of my choice, standing out in the free world. What kind of music are these lads going to be? What kind of music do these lads listen to? We Stand Tall, is it? And them other weird and wacky, well, I wouldn't even call them wacky. Wacky tends to be good, but their tunes are just weird. It's one of many of JoJo's songs that I love. Mind you, I'd have trouble trying to find one I didn't like. I certainly wouldn't be able to pick a top 10. I'd have to say, not even sure I could do a top 100. Hey, Jira, how are you? We're outside the Dublin org of the Cult of Scientology here, of a Saturday afternoon. It's due to rain a bit later, but that won't bother me. And it is just a wee bit windy, so I'm keeping an eye on my signs here that they don't blow away. Because I certainly wouldn't want my sign blown away and hitting an oncoming vehicle or blowing into their premises for them to accuse me of vandalism or some other nonsense. And that's my sign to the roadside. Scientology is a cult, elder abuse, child abuse, money scam, which it certainly is all three, all over the world. And then my sign to the cult then is stop forcing disconnections, child auditing is abuse, and no more kids in Scientology. And we have a little alien friend here with us. We have Roger there, he's keeping an eye on my gear for me. And of course we have someone there beeping appreciation, and of course we have Jamie Mustard's book, A Child X. So if you haven't already, I highly recommend giving Jamie's book a read, or even a listen to an audio where Jamie himself has narrated it. Yeah, strange that, alright Jojo, the way YouTube will hold some of the comments. That is weird. Seems to be intermittent though. Wonder is one of them, the guy called Kevin. sure I have any settings though. I certainly didn't knowingly set any options on this. Unless it's something I can turn off. Oh my goodness, that wind is strong today. And they're probably some of the musicians, I wonder, are they? They're starting at 4, they probably are the musicians turning up. Yeah, it seems to be intermittent for YouTube, the way they hold things. Okay, it likes the word sexy. Maybe it's the word pants it doesn't like. Yeah, it doesn't like pants. Interesting. Pants, 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 pants. How about that, YouTube? Wonder does it like knickers? That'd be funny if it doesn't like pants but it's happy with knickers. Maybe a bunch of flowers. Interesting. They must be some of the musicians there. They're carrying a few bags there for themselves. YouTube be YouTube and Catty, alright? We're getting ourselves some beeps, which is good. Ah, that's interesting idea. That kind of makes sense that mods wouldn't get hold. I'll have to trust me mods then, I guess. Not to say anything too offensive. And you trying to find something more so I'd accidentally utter myself, though, is that would be the challenge. Hi Miriam, how are you? Keeping a close eye on my signage there, that doesn't blow away anywhere. Oh, that's a nice bike that lady has. How are you, Miriam? You're good? I'm still here anyway. I haven't been carted off anyways in the back of a copper car anyways. We're good for now. Small control, they finally see. But we hold hands and cross state lines. Kissing pubs, laugh over wine. We watch the fire fade. So it will indeed be very interesting to see how many members turn up for this. Yeah, Joe, you're getting a lot of sexy pants today, aren't you? So you're winning out of this. YouTube censorship, Jojo is winning. Hi Skyfire, you have a little time before getting ready for work. Oh, fantastic. We're here outside the Dublin org of the cult of Scientology. And they've laid up all nice signage there for passersby to have a bit of a read. And on this one I've listed the more common guises of Scientology, which you have your Dianetics, your Narconon, your Criminanon, and all them other crappy way to happiness, drug-free life, truth about drugs, and all their volunteer ministers and all the other rubbish, just to raise awareness with the passerbys, just to be careful that they are Scientology on skies. And then we have this one. And we have Roger here is keeping an eye out. Well, he's sort of hiding behind my backpack, but he's keeping an eye out there for me. So any body Satans come this way, Roger will give me the heads up. And we have, of course, we have Jamie Mustard's book, A Child X, which I highly recommend in giving a read, or even a listen to an audio, or even, do you know what, it would make a fantastic Christmas or birthday present for any of your loved ones. So if you're short of present ideas, give them a copy of Child X by Jamie Mustard. It's a slight bit windy there today. So I just have to remember just to keep checking my signs that they don't blow away on me, or knock over or blow off into the traffic or anything like that. She's sort of looking like a Scientologist to me. How does that look about her? But anyway. No, it's on participation mode is on everyone, so it should be good. So I shouldn't have subscriber only mode on. I don't even know how I knocked it on last week, but there you go. But from what I can see here, I don't have it on today. Oh, I like that, Catty. Just think of the like button as a doorbell and hit it on the way in. That is fantastic advice. Our Catty is very wise. Oh my goodness. I'll try, Miriam, I'll try. Hang on. So. I'm not sure I can do it on this. Good. Yeah, just raising awareness of Scientology. Yeah, raising awareness of Scientology and their abuses.
What's this?
That's all their front group. Dianetics is a book they flog, and that's at the heart of Scientology. And then they have Narconon, which is the dubious drug rehabilitation program.
They have a rehab place.
But it's not open yet. They have the premises in Mead. It's in Mead.
Where in Mead? You know?
Oh, top of my head, I can't remember.
Were you a member
But
at
it's
one
not.
stage? Or nearly?
I was never a member, but over the last few years, I've listened to a lot of stories by survivors, and just the amount of, particularly children who grew up in Scientology, the amount of abuse that they suffered.
It's a cult.
And like they all have uniquely different stories, but the abuses is the same. And that's why inspired me to come out and.
Yeah, no, well done.
And then because they're sneaky fuckers, pardon for my language, but they'll rent out the premises very cheap for the Irish dancing and all the children events. And that's where, and even they have an Indian group coming in today. The tickets are very cheap, but it's more of a number game to get people in. When you go in, they take your name, address, phone number, you're on the mailing list, and that's how then they'll gradually get people in that way.
Yeah, no, good for you. Yeah, good for you. Well done.
And then they do these things, all these volunteer minister things, and they're another guise of Scientology. And it's more to do, say, pointing to try and say, oh look at all the good we're doing. But it's all just fake PR
Yeah, no,
kind of
it's
stuff.
all- it's
yeah.
all
Can I give you?
behind-
Can I give you?
behind the
Can I give you a card? That's my YouTube channel.
Okay.
Irish_Mart.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
What's your name?
Mart.
Marta.
Mart.
Mart.
Hence why I have Irish_Mart as my channel name.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right, Marta. Thanks a lot.
Oh yeah, thanks so much. Yeah, thanks very much.
Good luck.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm not sure I can make a unless I went into YouTube Studio maybe. Let me see if I can do that without. I can't see the option how to make your managing mod. I did go into YouTube Studio and it did look like I possibly had subscriber only mode switched on in there, which I think I've knocked off. So I'm hoping that so you guys are still able to comment. That's good. So I haven't knocked off everyone. So that's good. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. I was in fiddling around with YouTube Studio to see if I could work out how to make someone a. Oh, hang on. I guess you push your name and see. Oh, hang on. Oh, I think I've done it now. I had to remove you as a mod to add you as a bloody heck, man. I'm too old for this new technology, lads. Do you know what I mean? I'm just too old for this nonsense. Absolute nonsense, man. Having to remove someone as a mod so you can add them then as a managing mod. Whoever designed this kind of thing, let me in there, I'll design them a proper app. Jesus. Oh, we certainly are professionals, alright. Professional fucking twits. Or professional aegis, whichever you prefer, but sure anyway. Where would life be if we got things perfect first go? Do you know what I mean? Exactly, Skyfire, yeah. Most of us are never ends. But the stories that we've heard and the abuses that these guys, 75 odd years later, these guys are getting away with the same level of abuses. It's absolutely ridiculous. And I think now is the time for these guys. You've come the end of the road, lads. We're not going nowhere. We're staying here until the end. You might as well pack it up now, lads. Come on, pack it up. Pack it up and retire somewhere to the Caribbean. Bring Davy Miscavige with you. And not leave him behind. We want to see him in jail. We want Miscavige in jail, so we do. Or do we? Actually, I couldn't care less. Once they weren't sucking anyone else into this evil place, I wouldn't care where Miscavige ended up. Let's put back on the music there. Get myself a little drink of water. Hey Rox, how are you? We're outside the Dublin org of the cult of Scientology of a Saturday afternoon. So far it's not raining, it's a little bit windy, and I'm keeping a very close eye on my signage here that they don't blow away. There's nothing weird. Yeah, I think I might have fixed the issue, Miriam, because when I went dark, I had to look at YouTube Studio, and in there I found a setting that said I was on subscriber only mode, even though I don't see it when I look just through the app when I'm live. So that's good anyway. That we should be back to normal. I don't think I'll ever understand the dark arts of YouTube. But mind you, I'm not a particular fan of mobile apps anyway. I much prefer using a MacBook. And so does my sausage fingers as well. Which I will do the best we can. Time we're at. 3:30. 4 o'clock this musical event is supposed to start. A few beats of the horn there, which I do like to hear. So I'm not sure if this event is starting at 4 or half 4. It's certainly going on for 5 hours. Oh, you can't block the word jobby, Miriam. Definitely can't. That's a sacred word. That's a vital word we all need in our lives. That's the best way to start the day once you've released a good jobby. Oops. It's a bit windy there. Almost clonked myself on the head. That's our sign to the roadside. Scientology is a cult. Elder abuse, child abuse and money scam. And then a message to the org themselves then is, stop forcing disconnections, child auditing is abuse, and no more kids in Scientology. I wonder which of them messages do they... Actually, they never said they found any of my messages offensive. They said I was harassing them just standing here minding my own business, enjoying the lovely Irish weather, while admiring this fantastic scenery. Wonder what they dare. I bet you they wouldn't dare call the cops on me again. Because I would imagine the cops would have a certain tolerance level. Mind you, you could get, yeah. I suppose you could play sneaky. You could have someone else different from the org ringing next time to claim I was harassing them. And that way then it's not just one person making the prank calls. Probably could do something devious like that, alright. I don't think they dare, Miriam, but you never know. Who knows what these guys are capable of? They mightn't even have a choice in the matter. If their bosses tell them you have to do something about that nice looking lady there on the roadside, you know what I mean? There's not much they can do. They can ring the guards and accuse me of harassment by standing miles away from them. They can't accuse me of violence or racial insults or anything like that when I don't speak to them. Do you know what I mean? There's that much they can do. Yeah, they can out and out lie and make it up, alright, Cathy. And it's where I do keep a little bit of a close eye to my left and right, just so that I'm aware of anyone that does approach. Just to make sure they don't have anyone sneaking up behind me, you never know. What I've learned from last week is to be extremely paranoid is probably the attitude to take with these guys. And even though they might be themselves, they might be nice people with good intentions, but while they're in this cult, they mean me harm. That much is very clear. Accusing somebody of harassment, although it is funny, that's deadly serious as well. That has the potential to take away my liberty if they were able to somehow successfully accuse me of harassment, you know what I mean? So that's no laughing matter really when you think about it. Hey, the journey, how are you? We're outside the Dublin org of the cult of Scientology here of a Saturday afternoon, where in half an hour there's some sort of an India music event taking place. Some chap called Kevin Karachi has assembled about 30 local musicians to give sort of a concert here this evening. Now the tickets for the event are very cheap. What were they? They were $7.35 for a child and €15 for an adult. So there's no way that would be covering the overheads of renting this place. So I reckon that's the sneakiness that this cult are doing, that they're looking at as a numbers game. Get people in through the door, we'll get their name and address, and then we'll bombard them with their sales pitches and whatnot. So it's all kind of sneaky and underhand the way these guys operate. So the best we can do is stand here with a nice signage and spread some awareness. Thanks very much. Nice people the horn there in the chat. Give me some encouragement as he's passing by in his motor vehicle. So I can see there are a few cars starting to turn up to this place now. Should make sense. Well, it'd be interesting to see how many do turn up. Because the Eventbrite gave the impression that there was just on the last few tickets remaining, which I think is one of those clever sales tactics. Give the illusion that it's going to be a sellout to encourage people to buy them. You had a good sleep last night, Joe. That's fantastic. She certainly is. I guess Lara is working hard to get the word out. And yes, please do give Lara FM a subscribe if you haven't already. Wonder are they more singers, or are they turning up to the event as paying punters? Jerry says, Irish, I'll post a talk show that is in Ireland today show about Scientology. Oh, you do, the journey, you do. She's in a nice fancy, I wonder if she wanted the singers or dancers or some sort. She's in a nice fancy, and he's carrying what looks like a shoebox. Well, I suppose these days anything could be in a shoebox. Oh, you spelled great last night too, Skyfire, that's fantastic. A 3-day weekend, absolutely fantastic. 3-day weekend is the absolute best. I absolutely love the way, there's me being reflected back. You can't help but see me there. I do highly recommend the high-vis vest or high-vis jacket or high-vis top, or a neon or fluorescent top of some sort when you go protesting ads, because it certainly does catch the eye. Also make it that bit harder for these guys to say you up to mischief. Because if I was out here to cause trouble, I probably wouldn't be wearing something with a high-vis jacket on me that makes me readily identifiable, if you know what I mean. We're getting a little bit more activity there. The people seem to be, they're starting to turn up. Well, he's having one of his cancer-free sticks there. Good man, yeah, have a good old puff on that, you'll never get cancer, yeah. The more of them cigarettes you smoke, the longer you live too. You'll have a happy, healthy life, good man. Just being a bit sarcastic there. Oh, fantastic, Skyfire, had some tests. Found out I'm healthy, spent some time with my mum. Starting my work week soon. Oh, fantastic. Absolutely, exactly, Skyfire. Your health is your wealth, as they say. And that's brilliant getting to see your mum while she's still alive. I'll be getting to see my mum at the end of next week. I'll be over seeing my mum. Looking forward to that. So I won't be out here next weekend protesting. But you know what? I'm going to see how I can. I'll have to pop out with a surprise to Scientology somewhere now next weekend. While I'm away, I'm sure I can find a Scientology building I can spring a surprise on. Give them a bit of Irish smart. Show them what they're missing. Jennifer just drove to an appointment and have a funeral to watch. Ah, thanks very much, Jennifer, and good luck in your appointment. I hope all is good for you. There are a few more people turning up there. People with suitcases, I suppose they'd have their instruments and their fancy costumes, I guess, in the suitcases. Oh, 20 to 4. Yeah, so they must be some of the local talent. Big huge suitcase and two smaller suitcases. And then the two dudes there, one of them is carrying a box of stuff. So they must be the local talent. Kathy says, Skyfair doing all that stuff too, mammograms, come back line, blood tests, etc. Yeah, I hope all the tests are good, come back negative as they say. She's no sign of this rain just yet. Can feel a nice bit of sun on me back, which is good. And for now, the wind has calmed down. Ah, this is one of my favourite ones. Oh, thanks very much to Journey. I'll have a look at it later. Joe most certainly does make the best tunes. And the music we're listening to in the background is Jojo Banana's wonderful music. And I'm raising to bet that the music I have out here is a billion times better than what them lads will be getting in there later. Oh, thanks very much to Journey. Yep, Skyfer says, yeah, we hit certain ages and get all the tests to make sure we can stay healthy. If we got decent medical, then that is good, yeah. That is true, Skyfire. It's all seems to boil down to money these days, unfortunately. And that's where I feel for these guys. The guys that are working here for Scientology. Because we don't have a public health care as such. At least over in the UK they have the NHS. Here, if you don't have private health care, fucking good luck to you. So I do feel for the people who are working for Scientology are handing over all the money to these guys. Because there's no way they have money to be paying for their own medical health care. Oh, interesting, Skyfire. So you're getting your teeth fixed from years of tooth grinding. Interesting. Yeah, fake rehab place is a good word for it. It's in Narcanon. They already have the building fully kitted out and everything in Meath. It's in County Meath. So if you do a Google on County Meath and Narcanon, you should find it. Now, so far there doesn't seem to be any signs of them opening. They did have a few legal battles in the High Court that to go through, but they won their last case there last year. So as far as I know, there is no legal reason to stop them from opening. Apart from, they must surely know nobody wants it. If that place does open, the entire county meet, everybody will be out in numbers. There's no way they'll be getting anyone innocently walking through the doors. But then you never know with this cult what sneaky underhand tactics they have in mind. Yeah, righty, it's been ready and refurbished for the years. I know they had a High Court case last year that they had to win. There was some dishonesty over what they said Jeez, I'm hearing things. I thought someone was behind me, they weren't. They had to fight a case in the High Court. There was some sort of discrepancy over what they originally put on the planning permission. They initially kind of made it sound like they were opening a nursing home, where obviously it's an Arcanon. But they haven't broken any laws. So they're, you know. Yeah, exactly, T. But I think they must know that they lose money hand over fist if they do open it. Do you know what I mean? Nor will the locals stand for it. So I think I don't know what their plan or thinking is. Oh, interesting to your friends or the person who organised the protest there. Interesting. And I hope they never do open it. And I really do hope that none of these guys inside here go through that purification rundown nonsense. And I hope none of these guys use a sauna unless it's in the gym as part of a normal workout and not for 5 or 6 hours a day. Fryer says, I was lucky the damage wasn't too bad and enough money put away had money put away to cover it. Haven't had good dental insurance anywhere. Yeah, it breaks your heart for people in this year. Exactly, Skyfire. And even it breaks my heart when you think of for most members of the public, they don't have the money to be given Scientology. They're getting themselves into debt trying to follow a pipe dream that these guys telling them they'll be financially better off and to be more able, they'll be healthier in life by doing their courses. And it's a pity that there is no. We don't particularly want the laws to be that tight, but like, surely the fuck there's some laws we can find them guilty of. Because I don't think they should be able to get away with half of what they're getting away with. And this whole lark of needing survivors of abuse, needing to speak out, that to me is. Thanks very much. Have you got a few minutes there? It was yourself that's telling me. Yeah, you have a friend who managed to get tangled into Scientology. How did they get recruited in? Do you mind me asking you?
Just they were taking drugs.
Yeah.
Through being inquisitive and wanting to know what goes on here.
Yeah.
But it wasn't long before they were doing what they were told, and they had them ringing people they knew. I got phone calls from me neighbour from across the road, Nathan, and he ended up getting a charge for ringing people and using abusive language.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, it is interesting. But and he's dead a little longer, but he's out now.
Yeah.
And Sam is out as well.
Yeah.
But they were doing cookery as well.
Yeah.
Men and cookery. But they were like ditched to sell the course.
Yeah.
You know, he said to me, Nathan, he grew. I was like a
and was that Dianetics they were selling?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He said I'll pay for the He's like a son to me.
Yeah.
I'll pay for the first one,
Yeah.
then you pay for yours. This is nice.
Yeah.
That was so stupid. I'm not getting into anything like that. You
And
know?
is that, and did someone approach him on the street, or did he
No,
just?
he rang somebody. Whoever it was got back at him and said,
Because he was looking to get off the drugs, and they rang someone for help, and they suggested
to
then.
get in there.
Yeah.
No, he only lives up the road beside
Yeah,
me.
yeah.
So he
Oh, so he's local. So he thought, oh, I'll give it a try. Maybe they can help me.
Exactly,
Yeah, I'll get you. Yeah.
See what's right.
Yeah.
Right. So he was trying to fool them. When in matter of fact, they were fooling him.
Yeah.
And as I say, he was ringing people.
Yeah.
And this person he rang, it was a woman, and he used abusive language
Yeah.
to her, cursing at her,
Yeah.
and he got arrested.
Oh, poor guy.
No, how dare he?
Well, I kind of feel for them because they're put under severe pressure by
He
their.
laughed about it himself, like, you know what I mean? He had never done any other charges. Well, he knew that he's only 19.
Yeah, but they're put under severe pressure that this is what you have to do.
You know?
You know, that's all part of the brainwashing, that they're kind of coerced into it.
Yeah.
And you do things that you wouldn't normally
That's
do.
what he was doing.
And that's where I do feel sorry for him, but at the same time, you know,
he's out now.
At the same time, while they're in, you know, the sneaky fuckers, and anything goes. Do you know what I mean?
Terrible.
Because they called you see where I stand, I just stand just up there. They called the guards on me last week and said I was harassing staff as they were going in and out through the entrance there.
That's disgraceful.
But that's the kind of thing they do. They'll make up, because I don't, because when I go live just down there at the bus stop.
Yeah.
So that then there's no way they could say that the time it takes to set up here, that I did something. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So I always cover myself that way. Yeah. And I was in shock. Because when I seen the guards, the guarded car, I thought, couldn't have called them for me, surely. Maybe there was someone out before I was here harassing them or something. Do you know what I mean?
So the two of them left together. I don't know the situation. They just left. They just got out of it, you know, and took it as a funny situation.
As kind of a life lesson to be careful.
It was in the paper now. It was in the Echo.
Yeah.
That he was abusing a woman on the phone from here.
Like, Jesus.
Very bad language.
Yeah.
You know, and calling her a fucking idiot, a fucking dope and all that. Because the woman was saying, well, what do you do? What's this? What's that about? What's that about? And he couldn't answer it. He's only a kid.
Which, you know, I've seen that in the States when people approach them and ask them, well, tell me about your religion.
See,
they get very irate very quickly.
Yeah, they were on drugs and they would have latched onto that thing, you know. We'll get you clean and we'll do this.
And how were they going to get them clean?
Don't know.
Because I know
that they do.
Well, I know they have this thing they call Narconon, which is a drug rehabilitation program. And that is, they have a place in Meath but it's never opened because they've been brought through all sorts of legal battles. Yeah. But what they do is, you know, nice them.
Yeah.
They'll put them on, it could be something like 10,000, 100,000 times the legal limit, and other vitamins that they'll give you these shots. Yeah. You'll spend 5 to 6 hours a day in the sauna. That's what they're unlike you'll be sweating red and all sorts. And then they'll say, oh, that red popping out, which is from overdose, and I say, oh, that's radiation, that means you're sweating out. Not only the drugs in this type, but the drugs, because you know the way they believe you lived a billion lives before. So you're also sweating out the drugs you took in your billion previous lives as well. But when you're on drugs, young fella, but you're desperate, you're there.
They were just taking drugs at the weekend.
They weren't. They were just
doing it.
Oh, it was just occasional.
That's not the way they were desperate. Yeah. They wanted to stop doing it.
Yeah.
You know. But it didn't work out. It was bad, and they used to do the carnival in there.
Yeah.
And they would do the kitchen.
Yeah.
They were doing what they were told.
Yeah.
Go on.
Because I know there's a guy in there that does, you see him in the red jacket with Dianetics on it.
Right.
He does be in town at places trying to sell Dianetics.
Is that their vans that you'll be down
and he looks to me like he possibly is a recovering drug addict. Yeah. He just has that look about him. Yeah. And I kind of just
use people like that.
And I just feel for him, but
he doesn't know the story. Well, they didn't. They just thought it was great fucking fun.
Yeah.
You know, till he got charged.
Well, that is it, yeah. But these guys will convince you that you're above the law because you have all this knowledge. Us out on the outside, we're the stupid ones. Yeah. And they do ingrain with them they're above the law, so don't worry about that.
Yeah. Terrible.
So it's part of That's very much part of the bull baiting on all
They
these
have
other
a lot
kind of
of
routines they do.
listeners and all that type of thing, haven't they?
That is one thing they do. All the money they get, all funnels up. David Miscavige gets his share that he hides off somewhere. So he's brilliant, he's sorted.
I know that.
He can go on the lam anytime.
Can't be
And then they have all these different war chests then that they have millions of money they can throw at solicitors and lawyers and whatnot.
Yeah.
So even they could accuse you if it's Paulette Cooper is one they did stitch up.
See, them millionaires think they're going to get there quicker, don't they? Get the information or whatever.
Well,
They have money.
Well, see, that's where it appeals to some people with their arrogance. And when you flatter them, because they'll do the love bombing. And then with the ones like Tom Cruise, you donate 100,000, they'll give you this big huge fucking medal. And all this, so it's all this false prestige. And then because you go into these fancy dinner parties in the small groups, it's all about elitism. Because they feed in this idea, oh, we make the able more able. That's their motto. And that to me, I'd say, well actually, I fundamentally disagree with that. We should be making the less able more able to level the playing field, you know what I mean?
So they're fooling the people.
Oh, they're fooled. Everybody is fooled.
Yeah. And they're good
And
at it.
even-
They're good at it, aren't they?
And that is why it takes them, that even when they do kind of see through it, and they get fed up with it, because they're all suffering all sorts of different types of abuse. It typically takes people 12 plus years to just deprogram from this. Like it leaves a lasting impact on them. And then that is why I'm here trying to raise awareness, do my best that someone doesn't innocently go in there. Like you see me with my high vis and my signs in there. Oh, I wonder. Maybe I'll do a few Googles, find out for myself.
I knew
do you know what I mean?
Scientology and
Yeah.
the few lads.
Yeah,
I knew
yeah,
something up there. So
yeah.
say, well done.
Yeah.
Go on down.
Yeah, thanks very much for talking to us, yeah.
I support you.
Yeah, thanks very much.
Well done, you're brave.
Oh, you have a good rest of your day, Skyfire. Take it easy. T is going to bed. Good night, T, and sweet dreams.
Pushing through the dark, we found strength in the fall. United in our quest, never breaking our call. From the lowest to the highest, we answer the call. Together we rise, we conquer it all.
We're getting a bit more movement here now. I do like some of these fancy Indian dresses though. They do have some fancy attire. Can I ask you girls a question? Do you do anything about cult awareness in school?
About what?
Cult awareness?
No.
None at all. And what year would you be in school?
Third.
And do you know, do they do any year in school?
They don't go on about that.
There's nothing about that. That's maybe something to say to your teachers and parents about. Because at this day and age, they should be doing cult awareness. Because it's very sneaky the way cults operate. And anybody, any time in your life, everybody is vulnerable at some point that would be susceptible. Because they are very good at the love bombing. Oh, come in for a cup of tea, we'll help you out with your problems. So definitely something to say to your parents and your teachers, and maybe say.
That's Scientology.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a load of politics.
Yeah, but that is it. But there should be cult awareness. Like everybody in this day and age should know, because it's not just Scientology are one of the worst, but there's many cults in existence around us. Yeah. Thanks for stopping for me. So just talking to 4 nice teenage girls there, and just asking them, was there any cult awareness done in the schools at any stage? And they said no, there's absolutely zero cult awareness happening in Ireland. So that is certainly something to be looking at, and maybe it's something for Every parent and student here to be demanding. We want proper cult awareness. So it looks like people are starting to turn up to this event. Primary 4. So maybe it's 4:30 it's going to start at. Rice and beans, who is that? There are 2 boxes and some bags.
We've been fighting, shadows linger in the night. Couple chains, we're bringing the light.
Oh, it looked like he had a bunch of envelopes and booklets in that box he was carrying. I wonder. If anyone new has joined us, we're outside the Dublin org of the cult of Scientology of a Saturday afternoon. A little bit windy, but so far there've been no sign of rain, which is good. So I might get lucky. We mightn't get wet today, lads. And it's not too windy. My signs are managing to stay where the wind isn't as strong as it was when we first got out. And then of course we have Roger there keeping an eye on her things for us. And we have Jamie Muster's book, A Child X. So if you haven't already, I highly recommend giving it. Oh, I spoke too soon. These signs have just blown away on me. I tempted fate there by saying they're in to calm down. I should know better than to be tempting fate. No. No, we're back. Okay, we're back. No. People are starting to turn up now. So I guess they're turning up for 4:30 start. I wonder how many more will we see turning up. Oh, that's good. He's looking at me sign alright. That is good. Good to see them reading me signage. It's curious the way they just seem to hang about in the lobby area instead of going in and sitting down and whatnot. I guess the cult likes to keep a close eye on people, general members of the public. I guess you never know who would have bought a ticket to turn up in there. I was certainly thinking of myself, buying a ticket and appearing in as a paid member of the public. But then I thought it wasn't worth the risk, because if these guys recognise me, no doubt they'd be... Oh my god, my sign. My sign went for a wee mini jog there. A wee mini jog.
He left the old, left the light. Now he's stirring up wild.
There's someone in a 2012 car. That's 13 years old. So no one seems to have a particularly new car in this cult. I've forgotten what I was saying before I had to chase after me sign. People are starting to turn up there. Oh yes, I remember what I was going to say there. Yeah, I was tempted to buy a ticket and turn up in there to have a good gawker. He has some sort of he must be one of the event organisers then. Interesting. Yeah, he looks like he's one of the event organisers there with the sign. I wonder, is he going to put a sign up outside or inside? He's certainly not very clever. He forgot to close his car door. They're not exactly the most gifted people in the world. So I wonder, is he Scientologist? Aren't they the ones that have fierce trouble operating doors? Yeah, people are starting to turn up now, so I reckon it is a 4:30 start. Like a 2012 range, that's €13 car for someone that's on the event organisers. So he's not exactly flush with cash himself. There's some more people turning up there. They got prissy dresses on. What are you kidding, DJ?
How you doing? I just wanted to feedback. I'm fully supportive of you. I think it's a cult, you know?
Yeah.
But just wondered, did you have a bad experience or?
No, not personally, but over the last few years I've listened to a lot of stories.
Sorry.
I've listened to a lot of survivors that grew up in the cult, particularly as children. I've listened to their stories over the last few years. People from all over the world. They all have very similar but different stories, but the abuse is the same. And that's what inspired me, because I can't bear the thought of anyone else going through even a fraction of what they went through.
Right.
And because they do all these events here, particularly with things like the Irish dancing and all that, where they offer the space at a low charge, that's to get people in. And then once you're in, you register, you give them your name and address. Then it's like, come in for a free course, come in for a free personality test. Or here, buy a book, do this course. So they kind of get you on the hook that way. But they always dangle a kind of a carrot. That they'll always say, they'll do you with the free personality test. Oh yeah, we can see this and wrong. Oh, we have a course set to fix that. And then they'll there, yeah, they're still, you're on the cusp now of cracking it, where you'll be able to use all the powers of your brain that you only use in a fraction. So this will make it 10 times better than what you are now. And what's $1,000 to do a course? What's $2,000 to do a course? Well, once you master these courses, you'll be earning 10, 100 times more than what you're earning now. So they kind of do it that way. But it's very progressive that you don't realise that you're no longer thinking for yourself. You're thinking with what they tell you to think, but you think you're independently thinking. And then you get in the mindset where you think you have all the answers, and it's the people on the outside where, oh, them super fools, they don't know the real truth.
Wow. Incredible. Well, I totally agree with you that it's a cult.
Yeah, so that's why I'm here. It's just people will see me in the high vis, they'll see me signs, and they'll wonder, why would that lady be giving up her free time? Maybe I'll do it through Google. So if you were thinking of you know what I mean, because I'm worried about the children that do go in there, they'll be thinking, that's just a harmful place, that's just a harmless place of doing the Irish dancing. And then when they grow up, oh, where's the harm in coming in to do a free course? So I'm just trying to counteract that. Because it's very sneaky the way these guys in particular operate.
I'm a complete atheist myself.
Yeah. And that is another thing that is of concern. Because there are a lot of young people now, they don't have religion in their lives, but they're looking for something. Scientology say, oh, science technology, I'm interested in that. And I'm also interested in spiritualism. I'll give this a look, for it's a harm. not realising that there is a harm because you don't. It's very subtle the way the whole brainwashing works.
Well,
Do you know what I mean?
good on you,
Yeah.
right?
Thanks very much.
Take care.
Yeah, yeah. Just having a wee chat there to a passing motorist. So I wonder, what does the cult more, me standing here or the fact I'm talking to people? I sort of am curious as to what part of what I'm doing here do they take offence at, or do they just not like my high-vis jacket? Or maybe it's Jojo's music, maybe it's your music, Joe, they don't like. I'm actually would be curious. What part of Irish Mark do they not like? I might have myself a drop of water there, keep myself nicely hydrated. So not exactly overrushed with people popping into this thing. There's not really that many that has turned up today.
Is this a cult though? Getting kicked out of Scientology here. Is this a cult? They're Scientology guys. Oh my god.
That guy there in the car that we seen earlier, he's very curious in my signs as he was walking by. Very interesting. I do wonder though if the event organisers at this place are they Scientologists or just an opportunistic small business person utilising of the cheap premises. I suppose it doesn't really matter one way or the other. I would be slightly curious. We are 12 minutes past 4. Still getting a few more people turning up there. They're not exactly full to the rafters though. So to anyone that knew that has joined us, we're here outside the Dublin Org of the cult of Scientology of a slightly windy Saturday afternoon. Speaking of the wind, the one of these signs are blown over. Every time I mention the wind, one of these signs seems to, the wind gets us back on me. Here we are now. There's another group of people come up here now. So I'll show them my lovely signage. I wonder if he's the Kevin guy. Sort of looks like him. So we're getting more people turning up here now, alright. we get a sudden influx of people in the next 15 minutes. There hasn't really been that many people that have turned up here though, all the same, which is good. Good to see. So even at the bottom price of €15 per adult and $7.35 per child, it's not exactly happening there, lads, is it? Maybe 50 people have turned up to this thing. So I wonder, are they even using the auditorium which can seat 1,300? Maybe they're just going to be all huddled into one of the small course rooms, maybe. Who knows? Do things on a budget.
Yellow shirts roam through the night, eyes like vultures sharp and tight. Follow whispers, follow cries, under tense truth softly guide. Hands too eager, cold and slick, promises fade, vanish quick.
That would be an idea, put flyers and stickers up around all the local Indian restaurants. Might be an idea, alright. Poor Joe thought she was alone there. Big bag of these in the end. So I'm taking another. Definitely going to have to look into making a sandwich board for me to wear. Oh, thanks very much. Another family there turning up. Yeah, right, I guess maybe Joe does talk too much, alright. Hey Fluffer, how are you? We're outside the Dublin Ord of the cult of Scientology. By Saturday afternoon, where it's ever so slightly blowy. I just have to keep a close eye on my signs here. My signs have already been for a few mini jogs, shall we say. We're at 17. A few more people are turning up for this musical event. There's some sort of Kevin Karachi has some sort of an ensemble band where he seems to recruit local Indian artists. So apparently there's about 30 people doing various different things in there today, doing some sort of reggae, hip hop. What else are they doing? All that trendy stuff. No, you know about all these music todays. You have the hip hop, you got the soul, you got the reggae. What else are the young lads be into? The bebop music, all that kind of lark. So I guess they're trying to appeal to all different types of music in here today. But there's not exactly a big rush of people turning up for it all, despite the tickets being ridiculously cheap. Although we're starting to get more people turning up there now. Yeah, the tickets to this event, it was €15 per adult and $7.35 for a child. So it's hard to see how the cult is making any money out of it. And I guess that is probably the point, that they run these events at a loss. That the idea is more for... Interesting, they have a Garda car there and someone in the back. Very interesting. Oh, it's Tree Gardaí. The Tree Gardaí there. That car came from around there. Interesting. So we'll see now, have they called them on me, because they surely, we'll see. How could they possibly? I'm just standing here talking to people passing by that's interested in my signage. So I guess we'll see what these lads are up to. Here we have some more people turning up there. I've been there for very long. An older Mid-Eastern European lady there talking to them. I don't know what's going on here at all, lads. They collected some gear from their car and going back in. Like they're hardly providing security for the event, are they? Maybe they are. Very curious. Joe says my long COVID is hitting me the last few days. Oh, you smell cigarette smoke? Oh no, Joe. That would certainly indicate that your long COVID is coming back. A few beeps of the horn there. There's some more people turning up there. I suppose we'll find out in a bit if the Gardaí are here helping them with their event. I suppose they could be. But you can hire them at these private functions. But you have to pay for that privilege though. I don't know. Kind of ironic, really, the coast needing Garda protection when they believe that they're above the law. You know what I mean? Joe says I have a lot, but don't get it working at Kate. Oh, because of the sweet smells. Oh, interesting, Joe, yeah. Well, interesting, but not in a nice way, in a that's pretty shit kind of way, you know what I mean? There one guard popping back there again, going to his car with his keys in his hand. I don't know what's going on at all, lads. Hey Style, how are you? We're just here outside the Dublin org of the cult of Scientology. Or maybe he's driving away. So it looks like one guard is driving away. He dropped off 2 Gardaí in there, so maybe they're helping out as some sort of protection then for this event. Oh, Joe says, I thought my house was burning down when I first smelled it. Yeah, I'd say so, Joe. I'd say so, alright, yeah, that's pretty scary, smelling smoke. Do you know what these smokeless drinks that we use in the winter? They still get me even to this day. When I see the smoke but I don't smell it, I initially fucking panic. When I smell it but I don't, when I smell it but I don't see the smoke, I initially panic that someone's house is burning down and I'm looking for where the flames could be. And then I remember, I smoked this fucking fuel, not smelling this fuel. Fluffer says, you're getting house chores done. Oh, fantastic, Fluffer. The house chores are very important. So interesting, so they hired 2 Gardaí to help them out with their event today. That's very interesting. Get more people there turning up. Our fortune this event was supposed to start. Now it does last for 5 hours, but they're all just there. They're all just there huddled in the lobby. I guess they have to wait for everyone to turn up first before they. I know there's to get back. He's back carrying something in his hand. So he had to drop the other 2 off there in front, and then he had to park the car somewhere then more sensibly. He's at the crack. He's carrying something there in his hands, alright. I don't know what he's carrying. That's maybe 3 bottles of water, maybe. A bottle of water for himself and his colleagues. I'll just pick up me sign that is blown over there again. So they've hired 3 Gardaí for this event. Well, that would partially explain why the Gardaí are friendly with them. And I guess there's nothing wrong with them hiring the Gardaí. Same as any other kind of event thing he does. Oh, it's certainly something though to look into. It's this is where I'm a bit fuzzy. The chap that has it's a guy called he's calling himself Kevin Karachi, is a guy that has a band, which seems to be an ensemble of local Indian musicians. And then there's a few event organisers that when you Google their names, this is the only event you can find under their names. So I don't know if that is all just a smoke and screen front, that they're Scientologists, that they're doing this to make it look like it's not a Scientology run event, because it certainly is to get people in there to try and flog Scientology to them, do you know what I mean? So it's all just a bit underhand from what I can see. Because like the tickets on Eventbrite were only $7.35 for a child and €15 for an adult. So that is nothing in today's world. Just picking up my sign there again. Like that's nothing in today's world. And particularly when they're advertising that 30 different artists in the 5 hours today, do you know what I mean? So I definitely think it's a front. On the surface it looks like it's not a Scientology run event, that these are private individuals, but at the same time, do you know what I mean? Not that there's any, I don't know. Not even sure what I'm trying to say there. I lost my trail of thought. But there hasn't really been that many that has turned up. Like maybe 100 people has turned up for it today. Or a LinkedIn search, I left to join up. Yeah, I left to sign up for LinkedIn to have a search. I know I looked at their Instagram and Facebook profiles, and all I could see out there was they've been flogging today's events for months, and then maybe pictures of them being at some small local talent contest somewhere, and that was pretty much it. Oops. As you can see there, the wind is most certainly picking up. I'm getting some good exercise anyway. Getting some good exercise, lads. I'm definitely going to make up. Definitely going to have to make myself up a sandwich board. Definitely much easier to wear the signs than to be chasing after them. Oh yes, Haggis is a good detective. Do you know who's an even better detective? T is absolutely fantastic on doing the deep dives. Despite this cloud being very grey, we've had no rain at all today, which is good. Yeah, it definitely can't be any more than 100 people that we've seen turning up. For sure, Style, I'd agree with you there. They'll all have a free space for community members to hold their events. It's just more them using their real estate, like giving candy to your children. Oh, for sure, for store Style, it definitely is. That is it. It's all a numbers game. You entice the people in, offering them the freebies or something that costs her very little, and then you flog them. There's a Scientology on the down low. You gradually ease them into it. That is it for sure. So we're looking into the Gardaí event though here though. That's 3 Gardaí they have in there, which presumably they hired for the purpose of this function. But I'm wondering, even if it is a paid service, should a Gardaí be working for a cult in any sort of shape or form? certainly something I'm going to see. Something to look into anyway. Certainly makes me uneasy considering they made the false harassment claims last week. Do you know what I mean? That is a worrying sign. Have they safe pointing themselves with their local Gardaí? Do you know what I mean? Yeah, I think so, style. It certainly does sort of look like a... Unless they... Would they have done something sneaky like invite the Gardaí in to give a talk to people? And crime prevention awareness and all that kind of thing, I wonder. Definitely something on their hand going on, that's all I know. Certainly don't feel terribly comfortable about it anyway. It doesn't give you a warm fuzzy feeling, if you know what I mean. And it's certainly something to look into a bit deeper, as into what they believe. Like I can see they do have a large poster in there that does look like they do have the Guard Ensembler on it, which is very curious. And the guards do seem to be talking to the folks popping on in there, alright, so it is... I don't know. Maybe it could be some sort of crime prevention talk that they're giving him. I don't know. Just don't understand that. Sal says she went out to LA herself this morning and had some avocado toast. Oh, avocado toast is dangerous style. Oh, thanks very much, dear. How's it going? Do you know why would there be 3 Gardaí in there today?
Probably because I was here earlier on.
I was wondering would they have hired them as in a professional capacity? Because see the way there, they do have the on the poster there just behind them. It does seem to have the Garda insignia on it.
Oh, it could be. It could be associated with it, you know.
Which is not good though for us though either, you know what I mean?
As long as you don't bother us, they can
it's sort of like a conflict then, but does show the safe pointing the cult are doing.
Well, as I said to you before, you know.
Yeah.
The master's call, the servants obey, you know.
At first when I seen the car there and the 3 getting out, I thought, oh no, don't tell me they've done it again.
Well, I had a pretty good morning until I had, you know the guy down there in the SUV, black SUV who's normally doing the guard?
Yeah.
He took offence to me filming. Wanted me to take down my mask and identify myself and all this crap. So I told him to identify himself and he sort of pulled away and said he's going to ring the guards, took his phone out and told somebody he's going to ring the guards. They never showed up.
I'll work away then, mate, if you want to get done for wasting police time.
No.
You know what I mean?
I don't give them any information. If they want to call the guards, it's up to them.
Oh no, let them, but they should get done for wasting police time with bringing up fault.
I just wait for the opportunity to tell the guard that.
Because that's what sort of annoyed me when I was leaving last week. I kind of thought, hang on, there's 2 crimes they committed. One is they're wasting police time, and 2, they're harassing me by...
Plus a false report.
Yeah, because that threatens my liberty if that was to be believed in any shape or form.
Threatened. The feelings, as they say in the States, feelings police. You know?
And that is where it'd be hard to prove in a court of law that there was malicious intent, even though you know it was malicious.
But if you get it on film, there's nothing they can say about it. It's on film.
Well, that is
What
it.
exactly happened?
And that is it. And their fair game policies, they all date back to the days of L. Ron Hubbard himself.
Oh,
He never, for all of his alleged genius, he never foresaw the future or the golden age of, even though they have their own age, golden age of tech, they never foresaw the online and the live capabilities and us being able to protect ourselves. But there's not really that many that has turned up to this event.
well, the car park's been empty most of the morning.
But the event is due to start is 4:30, going on till 9:30.
You had the thing advertised.
So it's not. It's like I reckon it's about 100 people. I reckon based on the number of cars.
It wouldn't be a lot.
But it was $7.35 for a child, €15 for an adult. That's fuck all money considering the overheads of just to hold the event here. Do you know what I mean? So they're definitely operating at a loss just to get people in there,
Oh yeah.
and then they'll get your name and addresses, and then they'll try and upsell you Scientology on the
So
sneaky.
it's about, bottom line is money.
It's all devious. Everything they do is devious and underhand. Hi Antics, how are you? Oh, just keeping an eye on my signage there. Just a little bit blowy today.
Look at me when I go out filming. I
Yeah.
cover my face,
Nothing wrong with it.
and I have two cameras going in case
There's,
always have a redundancy,
There's in LA, the Scientology buildings there, they hire their own personal security,
Oh, I know.
and they'd be disguised like yourself.
Yeah.
Where I was taught if you're acting as security, you'd need to be fully visible and some,
Well,
you know what I mean?
It depends on whether you're affiliated or not, If you're private security, they don't have to. But there again,
They are private
If
security,
they're private security, they're not supposed to come out of the grounds.
which they do, and
Which
some
they
of
do.
them I think are Scientologists themselves. But it's trying to definitively prove they're breaking the law is the problem, so they get away with doing a lot.
That's why you have cameras.
Yeah.
You can't do anything else but prove what they're like,
Yeah.
You can't do anything against them legally.
Well, that is it. Like they kind of hold all the chips in a way.
But I spent my morning now going, from about 11:30 or so. I was here for about 2 hours.
Yeah.
I was just gone and I spotted you coming live. And I had two bad encounters. Your man and another dude walking down the street
Yeah.
who took offence to me
Oh.
filming them and kicked me in the goonies.
Jesus.
Or attempted to.
I'm not surprised though, because there are a lot of people they don't seem to understand that there's no expectation of privacy in public.
You haven't got the right to do it, but they've got the right to do what they like,
Well, it's trying to prove that he assaulted you.
Well, I got it on film.
Well,
The only problem is I haven't got him actually the foot touching because I don't have 360 yet.
see, and that is it. There's only so much that you do manage to record.
Yeah, but
That it's open, it's
I can stick
subjective.
his face out on
Yeah.
YouTube, which I will be doing
Yeah.
later.
Oh, thanks very much, Lyle. Hi, Antics. We're outside the Dublin org of the cult of Scientology here of a Saturday afternoon.
I'm going down to see if that car down there is the same guy.
Oh, you do, yeah. So I'm joined here by Pinky and the Brain, the lovely gentleman that gave me a dig out last week when the guards were talking to me. Or I should say, really they were sort of harassing me on behalf of this cult, in a way. Because I certainly felt like I was being harassed by being innocently accused of harassment. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, there's I'm just going to have a glass of water, a little sip of water there. Getting a wee bit dehydrated. Okay, that's better. We all need our recommended sips of water. There's an event on here today from 4:30 to 9:30. So it's lasting for about 5 hours. Run by a guy he's calling himself Kevin Karachi. He seems to have some sort of an ensemble band where he's hired about 30 local artists of various descriptions. But like it's the event itself, they were charging €15 per adult ticket and $7.35 for child tickets. What you appreciate the beach there by passersby. So that tells me like they're running this event, they have to be running it at a loss. That tells me they're just getting bums in on seats so they can sneakily upsell them Scientology, get them on their mailing list and start from there. So we have some more people turning up there now. Exactly, there are no more kids in Scientology. Exactly. Just keep an eye on me. These signs there. There we go. Hi Ernie, how are you? We're outside the Dublin Ord of the cult of Scientology, and it's just slightly windy. Slightly windy. So I definitely am going to work on the idea of making a sandwich board for myself so I can wear a couple of these signs. But it's only going to get windier than this, lads, as the days go on. Hey Moose on the Loose, how are you? We're outside the Dublin Org of the cult of Scientology of a Saturday afternoon, spreading awareness of the evils of this cult. I think there are more people turning up there now, a bit on the late side. I knew the event is starting late. Yeah, there's been a few groups of Indian people that have passed me by, and I opted not to say anything for them. At least I'd be accused of anything, so I think I'll just play it safe when I'm in doubt. Not give these guys any little fucking grain of salt that they can try and use and outright lie about. There still is a trickle of people coming in. There can't be much more than 100 though in there. Maybe a little more than 100 at this stage. At least they're getting to see me signage anyway. And I hope to feck they have the common sense to do some Googles when they go home tonight to work out why would I be out here. A nice lady like myself saying that this cult is abusive. Do you know what I mean? Use your head here, lads. Ask yourself questions. Definitely don't believe what the cult tells you. Well, that's the first group of lads that passed me by earlier.
Season's disappeared.
Oh, it's disappeared. Oh, interesting.
Maybe he's gone into
Yeah.
playing the region.
There have been a few groups now that walked in on foot. So I wonder if they live in local. But then mind you, some people attend for a cheap concert. They'd maybe turn a blind eye to that it's a cult.
As long as you look the part, they'll let you in, you know. God, the rain held off.
Like, even if you did know that this place is a cult and you were interested in Indian music and said, oh, €15 is nothing, would you still attend though? Do you know what I mean?
Well, I'm very wary of anywhere that isn't a music venue. You know? Anything that attracts people in that isn't a normal music venue.
Oh, highly so. I would count that as I wouldn't care. Even if you paid me to go, and I'd say that sounds a bit dodgy. I'd prefer to pay £100 for it to be in the O2 Arena, or even what's wrong with the function room in the pub. Do you know, that kind of
I
thing?
wouldn't go in there unless I had some sort of recording on, either video which they'd spot a mile away, or just stick the recording up that I have on my phone.
Well, I did contemplate. I did consider, would I buy a ticket for €15 and go in there and pay punter? But then I said that'd be too risky. If they recognise me, no doubt they'd say I was after assaulting a member of staff and breaking up the place. No doubt they'd say something like that. There's nothing as past what they would do.
With a recording voice.
Yeah. Because even though there are plenty of cameras in there, it's very easy to have a camera malfunction when you need one. Do you know what I mean? Let's pick up my sign there again. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a sandwich board out of a couple of the signs. That way I can wire them and I won't need to worry about the wind. It's only going to get windier as the weeks go on. And especially now that I know they don't like me standing out here, that makes me all the more determined, you know what I mean?
Oh shit, I've been out all day.
Oh wow. Hey Matt, how are you? We're outside the Dublin org of the cult of Scientology here. And they have some sort of an event on today. An Indian guy going under the name of Kevin Karachi has gathered together about 30 local musicians to do some sort of an event here. It's supposed to start at 4:30. They're still all milled in there. Possibly 150 people have turned up so far for the event. And like even at that, their car park is looking pretty full. There's no way they have enough spaces here if they were to have a full house of over 1,000 people. They'd have nowhere to be putting their cars. Thanks very much. The signs are blowing away on me there.
Maybe you could attach a piece of wood to the bottom, give it a bit of weight. Even the bottom and the top.
I could nearly frame them like a picture frame kind of thing.
Well, you could, but you don't really need to. If you just have a slither of wood on the top of each and the bottom of each, it'll give it a bit of weight, you know?
It'll give it a bit of weight. That would give it a bit of substance and for leaning against the wall. Yeah, that's a good idea. I'll try that, yeah. It's a good idea, alright.
Or as you say, sandwich board, a piece of string.
Well, that is a piece of string. Because I tried it with these two there, but they're kind of too wide. That kind of impeded. It kind of impeded with my movement.
Yeah.
So I reckon I kind of need to do it more that size to have them the long ways.
Are you staying long?
Probably stay for another half hour, I think, and then knock it on the head.
I'm going to head off myself now. I have to get home.
I've about half an hour of battery left.
Yeah, well, if you need anything, I'll be keeping my eye on you.
Oh, yeah. It's only more so I know I'm pissing them lads off.
Yeah, okay. No,
You know what I mean? when you get my hackles up, you know. I am curious as to what the Gardaí are doing in there though. Like, would that be some sort of a community policing thing? Or where they're raising awareness of crime prevention or some sort of a
Could be
thing?
anything. They could be affiliated with it in the sense that they could support one of the musicians and just turning up for that, you know,
Yeah.
just to support them. But they came down in the marked car in uniform.
I know they came down, the cop car, the Garda car was there, 3 of them in full uniform.
Yeah.
And then they went in, one of them came out, took some stuff out of the car, brought it into the other 2.
That's it.
So they're there in some sort of operational capacity. Just can't work out what exactly it is that they're doing.
At this time in Ireland, it would probably be anti-Indian, anti-Muslim thing. Just reminding people.
Oh, that made.
Lecture, you know?
How to be safe, yeah.
Yes, it could be something like that. I mean, it wouldn't be the first time.
Yeah, that would make sense, seeing as it is predominantly an Indian event.
Yeah. And given the hassle that the Indians have had lately, it could possibly be that, you know.
Could well be, yeah. So it could be one of the event organisers themselves.
The car hasn't left its park, is it?
Yeah, the car is parked in there somewhere.
There was a lot of techno beat coming from there this morning.
Oh, really?
You could hear it. It was muffled, but you could hear it coming from the background.
I wonder were they doing some practicing then, maybe?
Probably. Getting the sound levels right and all that stuff.
Because there seems to be a wide mix of different artists that they have. They seem to be covering every sort of music genre going.
Well, as they'll say themselves, you know, it's a community centre. You know, for the community.
That's not open to the community.
Yeah, it's for their community, not for our community.
Yeah. Hey Rika, how are you? We're outside the Dublin org of the Culture of Scientology. Now we have quite another few, probably about 200 I'd say now is maybe at the, another crowd. There's probably about 200 people I'd say at this event today for the Indian music. I am curious to know though that when you looked at the details on Eventbrite and you tried to find stuff on the organiser, there's very little information out there. So I do kind of wonder, is it a Scientologist? That really is a Scientologist run event, but they're making it look like it's an independent.
Well,
do you know what I mean?
As you say yourself, they run these events and then they get the people to come in, and then it's a matter of getting their information and follow up.
Yeah.
That's how they wiggle their way into your life.
But they seem to like doing all of these different subsidiaries and the different, just to make it look like, oh yeah, but it's not us running this event, it's these guys. They have no affiliation to us and you're there. That's not strictly speaking true either.
Try and rent the room though.
Oh no, for sure. I might nearly do that, ring them up and ask them how much to rent the room. Say I want it for the afters of a wedding or something.
You mightn't get the afters for a wedding, but you'd get an event. Think of a probable event.
Yeah.
That might just interest.
I have a shit imagination. They have to think of something though. What will get them on the, yeah. Well, like if they're charging $7.35 for a child, 15 quid for an adult, that's not that much money they're taking in.
They don't make money by demanding the heavy.
And like the artists themselves would have to get paid. So like there's no way Scientology, they have to be running this a loss. It's just to get their bums on seats and to get people's names and addresses.
Right, having a look at this car.
RNDJ, yeah. RNDJ, thanks very much. Yeah, take care, man. That gentleman I was speaking to is Pinky in the Brain, the nice man that came to my rescue last week. when the cult of Scientology used the guards to harass me with their false accusations of harassment. Yeah, it is. So Amy says the Hindu religion doesn't have a centralised organisation. Yeah, it's sort of strange that it doesn't, Amy, isn't it? Because like all the other established religions in the world do seem to have at least some sort of centralisation. Makes it very hard to know what is a cult and what is a religion, do you know what I mean? But then again, we don't really need to know the difference. We don't really need to know if something is a cult or religion or what they believe in. It's the abuses really is what the problem is, and conning people out of their money. Hey Matt, how are you? We're outside the Dublin org of the cult of Scientology of a lovely Saturday afternoon where it's a slight bit windy, but for now my signs are saying but I've had to chase down my signs a few times today, so I'm certainly getting my steps in. There's a lovely signage. And there I've just put together some of the more common organisations that are really Scientology. How's it going? It's just to raise awareness of Scientology. Because they are a cult, but they are highly abusive.
They are, yeah. What they be doing?
At its best, it's a money scam.
Oh, jeez.
Because they'll get you in, do a free personality test. They'll say, come in and do a free personality test, and then they'll say, oh, you have this and this wrong with you. Oh, we have a course. Only 100 quid to do this course. Yeah. You do the course, and then be, oh yeah, you have something, you're more complex case. You need to do this course. This course will cost you 200 quid. And then it keeps going up that way, and then you end up, you're kind of in so deep that you're there, I have to keep going, I'm just on the brink of unlocking my true potential, where my earning power will go up 10, 20 fold. Yeah. So that's sort of the way the scam works. Oh, yeah. And then there's a lot of abuses go on behind it. They have people working for them a lot of hours, 60, 70, 80 hours where they don't pay them because they have them as volunteers. There is no, when you're a volunteer, you're not entitled to pay, you're not entitled to holiday pay, sick pay, or any of that kind of thing.
Right. Thank you. You make these signs, yeah?
Yeah, I made them myself, yeah.
Very good,
yeah. Actually, you know what, lads? That is something to say to your parents and your teachers. Why is there no cult awareness being done in school today? Yeah. Because these aren't the only, there's a lot of cults in the world. Yeah. Even here in Ireland, it's just, I protest against these because they're one of the worst.
Yeah, no, they're horrible.
Yeah. No, it's just something to ask that there should be cult awareness. You know what I mean?
I'll ask, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Cheers. Just talking to a couple of young lads there. 2, 4, 6 of them. Oh yeah, take care, Pinky. There we have Pinky there, the nice man that gave us a dig out yesterday. Yeah, I know just now that when I see the groups of young lads that want to talk to me, I just say to them, you know what, have a talk with your parents, have a talk with the teachers, and ask them, why is there no cult awareness done in school today? Because there should be. This day and age, there should be cult awareness done. Hi Leamy, how are you? We're outside the Dublin org of the cult of Scientology of a Saturday afternoon. And they have an Indian music event on today. That started from 4:30, it's going to run till 9:30. Of a guy called Kevin Karachi has assembled about 30 local musicians to put on this event today. But I think of it as more of a is more of a means of getting bums on seats so that they can upsell them then Scientology on the sneaky. Because there's no way Scientology are making any money in this event. Like for instance, the tickets on the Eventbrite was $7.35 for a children's ticket and €15 for an adult ticket. And I estimate 150, maybe 200 people have turned up to this event, so there's no way they're making money on it. They have to be running this event at a loss. And I reckon it is more so for just getting them names of addresses they can add to the mailing list and then work on the long con on them to rope them into Scientology.
Behind the walls, the truth confined. Shades on the heart, shades on the mind. Since the treasure of the light remains, the prophecy is an invisible stage. Behind the walls, the truth confined. Shades on the heart, shades on the mind.
So I don't know if you guys heard when I was talking to Pinky, but he did have a theory that the reason why the three guards might be here and they look like they have some sort of a stand set up inside there is that they might be some sort of community awareness thing. And where they're talking to the... Oh good, she's reading my signs, that's good. I love when I see people reading my signs. But he reckoned that might be some sort of a community thing where he's talking to the Indians about just being aware of the anti-immigration feelings that does exist in some parts of the country, and maybe how just to mind themselves. More of that kind of thing, if you know what I mean. There's certainly something I do want to look into. I don't like seeing them in there in any shape or form. So the cult have obviously gotten themselves in nice and cosy with their guards. Well, actually, it doesn't bother me because I'm a law-abiding citizen, so it doesn't really matter. That's one beautiful cloud. One beautiful cloudy sky. The mix of the white and the grey clouds.
Scientology fall, powers made of clay, expose the darkness, bring light to day. Unity rise and change the heart, soul of potential, where we start. Global symphony, forces in sync, chasing our people, no more hoodwink. Wipe the slate clean, no secrets, no schemes, connect as humans, live out our dreams, break the illusion, free from the cult, stand hand in hand, witness the result. Unity rise and change the heart, soul of potential, where we start. Global symphony, forces in sync, chasing our people, no more hoodwink.
Few beeps of the horn there, which we like to hear. We like to hear the appreciated beep beeps. Do you know what? I'm going to have myself... Oh, some more beeps. I'm going to help myself to an old drop of water there. It's getting a bit hoarse. Important to have your recommended sips of water, lads, periodically throughout the day. Particularly if, like me, you're prone to getting a... my throat does get dry very easily. So I do like to keep it well lubricated with the water. Until such a time of when I can have a sip of a few sips of whiskey, which I'll treat myself to later. I think I've earned a few sips of the whiskey. Certainly looking forward to a pint or two later. Oh, there's me sign doing a taking around first. you know, with all the blowing around me signs have gotten today, it does show they're pretty weather hardy. You know what I mean? They're holding up to the abuse they're taking today, the battering by the wind they're getting. So that is a good sign that my materials I'm using on me signs are good. Well, what I will do is I will make a couple into a sandwich board I think that I can wear. Because the sure as heck is only going to get windier than this, lads. Oh, this is one. This one in particular I think is one of my favourite ones. What are we at with 5:10? I might stay to 5:30 and then call it an evening. A few more stragglers turning up to this thing. Not exactly a sellout though. Despite Eventbrite trying to say that the tickets were going fast and they only had a few remaining. Imagine though, lads, going to a music event hosted in the cult of Scientology instead of somewhere like the O2 Arena. Even though it is cheap as chips. I don't know, I think I'd be highly suspicious of a musical event being out here anyway. That's just me. I don't know what you guys think. Where's Roger? We have Roger still. Oh yeah, we still have Roger there. Keeping himself nice and safe. Of course we have Jamie Mustard's book, A Child X. So if anyone hasn't already read Jamie Mustard's book, I highly recommend it. Either in the book form or on audio, which is narrated by the wonderful Jamie himself. And even, do you know what? Even if you have read it, why not buy your loved ones a copy of it this Christmas or for a birthday? I have, alright Joe, I have. And I would be interested to know what does a cult hate more? Do they hate me having the interactions with members of the public? Or just the fact I'm standing here with my signage? Probably because I'm standing here with my signage. The general past members of the public aren't exactly their target audience. It's the people they're enticing into their doors is their target audience. And they seem to be targeting the Indian community hard. So I think what I just said about the Indian restaurants targeting them with flyers and leaflets might be the way to go. I just hope none of these are getting themselves involved with Scientology. I do hope they're using their common sense and they're Googling to find out why would I be here? Why would I be saying that Scientology is an abusive cult? Do you know what I mean?
flow of the magma that's spewing where the money goes.
You know, I think I can safely say we have the best music out here, lads. Ooh. I wonder if he's a Scientologist. I'm not sure if he's a bloke we've seen before. Oh, for sure, Cathy, another great day. He certainly seems to know where he's going. He must think he is a Scientologist. He's going in around the back there anyway. I appreciate your tunes, Joe. They're helping to keep me sane here, that's for sure. And they're helping to offset the negative energy coming out of this place. The big shape one is more. Definitely going to try that. Pinky gave me some advice. He did say about putting a piece of wood at the top and bottom of my signs would help give them a bit of substance to stop them blowing over. But I definitely do want to do a sandwich board though as well. One that I can wear front and back on my signs. Oh shite. Shiza lads, shiza. Oh shiza. One gust of wind took out two of my signs there. I'm getting in my steps, that's for sure. Getting in my steps. Might put away this big one. It seems to be the one that seems to be blown away the most.
About your circle, draw lines and shifting sand.
The bag maybe.
That's not real connection, that's just another game.
Hey, Roger.
We left that kind of thinking, we never play the same. If it feels wrong in your gut, so swallow it, stay.
Now we'll put the big one behind me bag like that. Should stop it from blowing away. But I did try making a sandwich board out of them two there. But they're too long width-wise, if you know what I mean. They were impinging with the movement on my arms. So I'm going to have to make two the size, the long ways like that one there, and make that into a sandwich board. But sure, no worries, we'll figure something out. Apart from it being a bit blowy, we have been blessed with the wind today, or the weather. It hasn't been too windy in fairness. Apart from the handful times I had to chase after my signs. But apart from that though, I think we've done pretty good. Not like a few weeks ago when I was getting spun around by the wind. Jeez. Imagine though, attending a cult for a musical event like. Jesus lads. What them lads are doing? Are they smoking or getting fresh air? Oh, don't tell me they're after buying a book. And two Indian gentlemen walking away. I hold them what looks suspiciously like a book each. Don't tell me they're after selling over 40, 50 books or Dianetics. There seems to be more though. They're getting a trickle or more people turning up to this event. Oh, bugger. Oh, who doesn't love a nice bit of wind? I think about packing it up shortly. A little trickle there. I reckon so, Joe. Definitely worth coming out today anyway, that's for sure. Actually good to see that there haven't been a full house in there today. Oops. Not even sure, Steve, but want me trying to zoom in any point in time? That door doesn't seem to be moving the best. Why is it in every org and all over the world they seem to have issues with the doors? Like, I mean, surely it can't be that hard to get a broken door fixed, do you know what I mean, lads? I think I might call it an evening, you know that, and pack it up. I reckon there can't be any more than 200 I attended to this event today. It was absolutely good to see anyway. I'm going to leave you guys with me just a little bit longer while I pack up my stuff. Just to cover myself, that these guys can't say I somehow managed to assault someone after I ended my live. I'll just have you guys have me company. Apologies. I'll just really quickly pack up here. Lovely IKEA bag. Water. I have left anything behind me there. I have all my stuff. I'm just going to walk back down here a bit before I end the live. Just down there, it's just as an added precaution. So they can't say that somehow, as soon as I ended the live and in the few minutes it takes me to pack up my stuff, that I managed to somehow assault a passing staff member, you know what I mean? So I'm just going to take the, you know, I don't think I could possibly be too paranoid as far as the cult of Scientology are concerned. I'm just going to make sure I'm well covered. Because I don't trust them fuckers one bit. As much as I feel sorry for them, that they're kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place, at the same time, I'm also aware of they actually do mean me harm, do you know what I mean? Because making false accusation of harassment against someone, that's not something you do accidentally or on a whim. That's fucking hardcore as far as I'm concerned. Thanks very much, Cathy. And thank you all for joining me today. Oh my goodness, the sky is absolutely lovely at this current moment of time. We have a lovely sky here. If I could paint, I'd be trying to paint the sky. Heating and plumbing. I'll just bring myself down by where the park is and I'll end the live there. Now that a nice distance away, my GPS will prove that I'm no longer near anyone. So they can say whatever they want there. Hey Pinky, thanks very much for joining us today. And thanks once again for your help there last week. I think I'm enough of a distance away that they can't be making any accusations against me. So I'm going to call it here, lads, and end the live. Thank you all for your time and your support today.